Hello everyone, this is part 2 about why some people think their spiritual wife or spiritual husband, spiritual partner comes in different forms and different ways, different personality. This is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1, I want you to go through my videos so that you have a better understanding about this part 2, okay? Part 1, I have discussed the reason why they are saying different faces and different forms and they think is their real spiritual partner that is coming. One spiritual partner that will come to you is the one that is attached to your destiny from your past life, your soulmate from your past life, if they have an agreement to still come to this world with you in this lifetime. Because from our many past life experiences, we've had many relationships, many friendships we've had from, depending on how many times you've reincarnated. So if you have a good relationship with a specific male or female, you can have an agreement with that person, that spirit, to accompany you, similar to your banje, your iberum, your spiritual friends, similar to that. So the only difference between them and your spiritual friends is because you have romantic relationship, with them. And why do we agree to come with them? Because they are supposed to help us fulfill our destiny. Some of them will help us with blessings, some of them will help us with wealth, some of them will help us with protection, and some have many other things. So a spiritual partner can teach you spiritual work and have connection to align you to many other spirits. So it depends the type of spiritual husband that you have. So those ones are different. These are the ones that our ancestors always encourage us to align with so that they can be able to fulfill their purpose in our lives. So there are also spiritual partner that is attached to us from our ancestral relationship with a specific spirit. Like for example, I'm married to a deity. 2 deities I'm married to, but the black one, which is a deity, has been in my ancestral line for many generations. And this ancestral deity is married to all the female in my ancestral line. Why did they make a spirit to marry all the female in our ancestral line? It's because of what the benefits that we get from the spirit. If you want a spirit to stay put without them wanting to, to leave, you give them a good condition. And the condition that the spirit have with my ancestor is, if you stay in this family, protecting us, guiding us, bringing some goodies to us, we will not only be appeasing you, you also be able to have the women in this family. It could be male in the family, depends on the spirit that you have. So the ancestral deities that I have, that I'm married to, is from my ancestral line. He protects me. He's one of my spirit guides. Many of my connections, or like I'm going to connect to many spirits from different dimensions, different ways, and doing spiritual work, is this ancestral deities. That's one of the spirits that guides me and shows me how to do spiritual work. How to do spells, how to do rituals, how to connect to many spirits. Sometimes when I'm doing rituals, some spirits come to me. It's him that goes to call them. He's one of my spirit guides. So when I was coming to this earth, because of the relationship that this spirit have with my ancestral line, he automatically aligned to me because he's a good spirit. Yeah, he's very defensive and protective. Yeah. So he does not shift to different form or different ways. He's still the person that he is. When he's there to teach, he has a different ways, like he's well dressed, He's focusing on his work that he's doing. When he's there for a romantic relationship, he comes in, just like you have your physical relationship is different, okay? And the white one is the same thing. It does not shift to another form. I know their real form. Because some people think that when our spirit guides, what they call spiritual husband, when we see their real form, that is scary, But it's not true. It's religion that taught you that our spiritual wives and spiritual husbands are scary in their real form. They are not. They are actually they are more beautiful than human being. A lot of them are more beautiful than human being. Why some of them are just like human being, but they are presentable, good looking, depending on the type of spiritual wife or spiritual husband that you have. So your spiritual wife cannot shift to different form because they want you to always be able to recognize them. So they will not be able to shift to different form or different race, because when you see them, you'll be able to know, yeah, this is my spiritual wife or this is my spiritual husband. Their personality will remain the same. Their way of the way they do things will remain the same, unless you have a spiritual wife, which is also a spirit guide, that when you're going on some spiritual errands, or maybe he wants to teach you things or she wants to teach you things, he might want to appear according to that occasion that you're going to with him or her. But that doesn't mean that their appearance is changing. It's like when we dress for occasion, we dress differently, you know, depending on the occasion we are going to, but they are still the same person. You're still going to recognize the person that is following you. So anyway, our spiritual wife and spiritual husband does not shift to different form, and they are not scary, and they are real fun, they are beautiful. So the ones that are scary that you people are saying are probably witches and wizards that have shifted to come and have intimacies with you, and then things will begin to go wrong with you. Maybe you're looking for contracts, someone sleeps with you in a dream and they cancel it, bad luck start coming, and you start thinking, oh, is your spiritual wife, spiritual husband? No, majority of those encounters that you're having are witches and wizards. And then another one is evil spiritualists, that are witches and wizards. Yeah, sometimes you go and do work. After they do work for you, you have a dream that the spiritualist that they did work for you is having a sexual encounter with you in the dream. He or she is also one of those witches and wizards. Yeah. So when they cannot get you physically for a romantic relationship, they go spiritually to do that. And when they do that, they are only coming to collect. Collect what is good from you and deposit what is not good. Especially when you have been stubborn and refuse to have a relationship with them. So you see how they are manipulating our spiritual relationship. So you're thinking that is our real spiritual relationship that is doing that. No. So another one also is an evil person. Evil witches and wizards that have turned themselves to a spiritualist. They can marry you off to a demon. Okay? They can marry you off to a demon. That demon will be representing you as spiritual wife or spiritual husband. Okay? So, of course, you don't expect a demon to do anything good in your life. And then another one is spirit can find you anywhere and get attached to you. This is why some religions, they want to cover themselves so that they don't look so attractive, because these spirits, when they see you, they will get attached to you and start claiming. And those ones are very stubborn, and it could be a good spirit or bad spirit. A bad spirit will only do bad. Good one will bless you. Just like you go out to meet someone. If you meet a good person, it will be blessing. If you meet bad person, then yeah. So this is why when they are coming to have intimacies with you, you see different faces and different forms, and you think that is the same person. Okay? So another one that people do not know how this spiritual wife and spiritual husband comes about is that an individual can by their own self go and submit to a spirit, a male spirit or a female spirit. If they are a female, they will submit to a male spirit. If they are a male, they will submit to a female spirit. For a reason. For the reason of protection. For reason of benefits, spiritual benefits, from wealth. Yeah. Just like my ancestral spirit guide that is attached to me. The black one. My ancestor married me off, not just me, to that spirit. And that spirit is a spirit guide also to me. So an individual can find the personality of a spirit and said, okay, I want to go and marry this spirit, and they will go and marry. Or if they have a connection with someone that can help them marry that spirit to them, they will do that. Because people don't know that this is possible. So when other spiritualists are going to buy gold, buy land, do rituals to appease that specific spirit, when you are in a romantic relationship with them, it's easier for them to do things for you even without you giving them anything, because they have romantic relationship with you. So you see, our spiritual partners that are with us come different ways. They can come from our past life. They can come from our ancestral connection with them, or our personal connection with them. And even now, spirits still approach me for a relationship, even though they know I already have spiritual husbands. They still come, because polygamy and polyandry is allowed in the spiritual realm. So the same way we still look for partners, this is how they look for partners too. So yeah, you have a bit idea of how spiritual wife and spiritual husband works. And they are not evil. They are not demon. They do not shape sheep. Unless you're attached to evil spirit, then you need to separate.